Now, Kinsey, there's a move online to cancel actress Blake Lively as rumours of on-set drama between her and her It Ends With Us co-stars continue to swell.
Blake Lively's career is on the brink of collapse, and the situation continues to spiral out of control, and the news coming from the inside is very shocking. It is being said that the top Hollywood executives are already having enough of Blake Lively's controversies, and the wheels are in motion to blackball her from the industry. As the It Ends With Us fallout continues to simmer, the industry heavy hitters are discussing Lively's fate, and the only direction it's heading in is the doom direction, and her chances of landing future roles are dwindling by the day. But you guys, this is not a one-time job that led to all this, because as the It Ends With Us saga came to light, there were so many instances where it was shown clearly what a mean girl Blake Lively is. And it is very clear that her mean girl attitude is the one driving all the hate train right now. Well, that is right. As the situation keeps looking bad for Blake Lively, people are starting to dig into her past and bringing out all the instances that she was a mean girl. And that's not all, because even several big celebrities are now starting to speak against her.
We all have some mean girl that was in our lives. I think people are really enjoying the takedown of Blake Lively right now. And I just think we're all kind of like vicariously living through this reporter who had this really awful experience with a mean girl who comes across as a nice girl. She just sat on this information, and then when the perfect opportunity arose, she just released it to the world.
One of the things were dug from her past in an interview she did in 2017 when promoting her film Cafe Society, and if anything, her mean girl attitude towards the reporter who interviewed her was very heat-wrenching, and it is all adding to her downfall. So, this interview was with a reporter called Justifla, and what happened is the reporter congratulated her on her baby bump because by that time Blake was publicly and visibly pregnant. But Blake, being the mean girl that she is, she also fired back and shadily said that congrats on your little bump.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
Which was very mean and fat-shaming to say the least, because the reporter was visibly not pregnant, and Blake is facing maximum backlash for it because she was the one who recently was trying to make herself a victim, saying that Justin Baldoni fat-shamed her on set. Anyways, the reporter just posted the interview on her YouTube channel and said that the Blake Lively interview that made me want to quit my job. And then also say that it was her nightmare interview. During an interview with a Mail Online, Fla said that her comment left me almost paralyzed. To be honest, it hurts because I obviously wasn't pregnant and I could never get pregnant. So to tell me that comment was like a bullet.
Me, it was just a conversation starter. You know, she was sitting there. I think she was probably 8 months pregnant. She had it wasn't a small bump even, it was quite big. But I just wanted to say it in a kind of disarming way, you know, congrats on your little bump. And I don't understand still why that is offensive. I find it a little offensive that she said it back to me, to be honest with you. I was like, do I have a bump? Yeah, it was strange behavior to me. If she wants to apologize, that would be amazing. I think if you behave badly, if you own up to that, and own it and say, you know, I had a terrible day, I'm so sorry. And maybe she will learn something from that and not behave like that again.
She added that I felt very uncomfortable throughout the interview and all I wanted to do was leave and get out of there as fast as I could. She added that she felt belittled and ignored. However, the little bump situation is not the only thing that me and Blake displayed in the interview, because she and her co-star Posey immediately ignored her presence and started talking to one another, which she said that it made me feel like a complete failure. I kept going through the interview in my head afterwards, trying to figure out what I had said or done to make them behave like that. It made no sense to me.
Wait, Blake literally turns her body just to look at her co-star and does not even look at the interviewer throughout the interview.
Truly are, and what good people they truly are too.
Yeah.
It's what you would see from the outside of the cafe society.
Can you imagine how uncomfortable that is for the interviewer? It's almost as if they just don't like the interviewer. I do not know why. And the end of the interview, when the interviewer walks away, the looks on their faces, this is so rude.
And always who they actually are.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
And you may say this is from 2016, but imagine the interviewer who did this interview in 2016 and she still feels some sort of way about this. Because that moment in her life made her feel so bad and so little. That's so effed up.
The reporter just came to speak out again, saying that Blake never apologized and that instead she wanted to put the blame on her. And when I tell you that people are blasting Blake for this, you gotta believe me. And that's not all, people, because wait till you hear the reason as to why she decided to post the interview during this exact moment. Because she said that I got so many questions from people asking me why I decided to post that interview now 8 years later. The reason for that is that I got contacted by another reporter who told me a story that was a little similar to this one that he had experienced, and then we started talking about comparing notes about this, and then I just felt like it's not okay to behave like that, and I think it needs to be called out, and that's the reason I did that now, so much later. She went on to add that no one came out and apologized, and they probably told her, don't come out, don't apologize, don't do anything, we'll take care of this for you. We'll just say it's the journalist's fault and that you were offended by her. She added that I think that that's the problem in Hollywood and many other places, that people don't own up to their mistakes because they think it's going to backfire or make them look bad. And after this, things only got way worse going forward because more videos started to surface, which showed that it looks like many celebrities in Hollywood actually know that Blake Lively is a bad person, because most of the times different celebrities could be seen either getting distant from her or ignoring her and refusing to interact with her, and that speaks volume. There is this video in which Ellen Pompeo was interacting and laughing with everyone apart from Lively, and this person said that, did Ellen Pompeo try to warn us that day? I think she knew before everyone else did. That's not all, because the Queen of Hollywood, Zendaya, also seemingly gave Blake a side-eye when they were sitting together. But to me, it's not even a side-eye alone, because it looks like she just did not want to sit with her at all. So overall, there are many and many of these moments that are resurfacing online of celebrities being hostile to her, and you better believe that all didn't just come out of nowhere. They all feel or felt that way towards her because she was rude to them before, and all this is contributing to her backlash. But what do you think? I think that what the insiders are saying is true, because the Hollywood executives are considering blackballing her. No one will ever want to feature her again due to backlash she brings everywhere. However, it's just not Hollywood cancelling her and her fellow actors, but also the fans, because this one said that Blake acted like a real ass in that interview. Who acts like a high school bully by excluding someone as an adult? I hope she learns to be a better human. She isn't any more special than anyone else. That's not all, because another person said that I am so annoyed by her bump remark back to the reporter. And then another one said that I feel so vindicated in never enjoying Blake Lively or Ryan Reynolds. She worked so well in Gossip Girl because that's her actual personality. In any other role, she's inauthentic. So it seems like Blake's career is clearly done by this time. But I don't want to end this video without knowing what you think about this, what she did and the outcomes of it. And also, I want to tell you that we still have a lot of things to talk about. So make sure you subscribe on my channel to always keep updated on everything going on in the industry.